Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. I hope you're doing well. The bantamweight division is completely dominated by the Japanese, who hold all four belts. Naoya Inoue previously held them, moved up to super bantam. Inoue was undisputed. He's now undisputed at 122. So you've got this situation where you've got four Japanese fighters holding four belts at 118. And the best of the lot for me, even though they're all good, is probably Junto Nakatani, and he certainly made a statement in his latest fight. This was against Vincent Astrolabio, who came in with 19 wins, 4 defeats, and it was 8. Excuse me. Yes, 19 wins with 14 KOs, 4 defeats, no draws. And he was expected to take Nakatani rounds. He had lost a majority 12-round decision to Jason Maloney of Australia, and he was a pretty solid fighter. I mean, he had 4 defeats on his record, like I say, but only one was by stoppage. But no one was really predicting a one-round blowout by Nakatani, and that's what we got. And it was towards the end of maybe the final 30 seconds of the final minute of the first round, when Nakatani, essentially this was a one-punch knockout, because Nakatani threaded through. He's another southpaw. There's a lot of southpaws around in these lower weights, and a lot of them are Japanese. But he threaded through a big backhand, big left hand to the pit of Astrolabio's stomach. And Astrolabio, slight delayed reaction, keeled over and was clearly in agony. I mean, he really was in a lot of pain, grimacing. Looked to me like a long count, but he did get up. But then the moment the referee said, "Can you fight on?" Astrolabio went down on his haunches, as if to say he was in too much pain. I mean, essentially, I suppose you could say he quit, but he was clearly in too much pain. And I'm not surprised, because that punch, he didn't see it coming. It was right in the pit of the stomach. And down he went. And that's really all she wrote. I mean, Nakatani started quick, very quick. Look, Astrolabio had come into this fight very confident. He was a bit cheeky at the weigh-in, saying, "That's my belt." And, during the build-up, he was saying all the right things. And he looked fine during the preliminaries, during the introductions. No problem. But once it started, Nakatani had a sort of cold fury about him. Very, very precise puncher. Like I say, a southpaw. Throwing punches with meaning. In other words, he wasn't wasting anything. You won't see him throwing 3, 4, 5s. Unless he's convinced every punch will land. But he was throwing the 1-2, throwing very heavy single shots. And Astrolabio, the orthodox fighter, he was skipping around a little bit, trying to find the range, but you could tell that straight away Nakatani was on it. He was the one finding his timing. He almost flicked a switch and found his timing. He was controlling the range. Astrolabio really on the back foot, trying to have a look, trying to be a bit proactive, but not really getting anywhere. And then, like I say, towards the end of the first round, about 30 seconds left, that punch landed, and that was it. It was all over. Really, really terrific performance by Nakatani, who is a definite threat. Because, I mean, you can say that Astrolabio wasn't a world beater. He's only 27. It's like he's past it, or he's probably in his prime. He's from the Philippines. Came in with a lot of ambition, a lot of pride. Just couldn't live with him. And Nakatani, I think he'll be the last man standing at bantamweight if he sticks there. Now, of course, his countryman Naoya Inoue is only one division north at 122, so that's a big blockbuster fight in Japan. Or will Nakatani stick around and mop up the gravy at 118? I mean, his last fight was very impressive. That was against Alessandro Santiago. He'd done him in 6 rounds. He got a unanimous decision over RG Cortez, who's another good fighter. He had that spectacular KO against Andrew Maloney in the final round. I mean, that was a shocking KO. But he can box and punch and do both at the same time. I mean, he's not a slugger. He's not really a back foot boxer. He can counterpunch well, but he doesn't do it on the back foot. I mean, this is a really top guy, one of the best fighters in the world, I think, Nakatani. And if, this has been brewing for a few years now, because when he beat Angel Acosta, I mean, that was a fourth round KO. That was an impressive performance. And I think that at 118, he will be the last guy standing. And of course, there's plenty of money to be made for these guys, these Japanese guys at bantamweight, they can fight each other. They've all got high profiles, but I think the consensus is that Nakatani is the best. Go and have a look at this fight. It was over in Japan. Obviously, it was a top-ranked promotion with Taking Promotions, a Japanese organisation. It was shown on Sky Sports. I wanted to see more, obviously. You don't expect 2.5, 3 minutes or whatever it was, just under 3 minutes. You want more than that for a main event, especially to see a talent like Nakatani. But it is worth looking at anyway. And let me know what you think. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, as always, for your time. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the like button. I always appreciate your support. I always say that, but I actually mean it. I do mean it. I appreciate your support. It's very nice of you to spend time watching these videos instead of doing whatever the hell else you want to do, especially on a Saturday morning and the sun's out as well. Not bad. All right, guys and girls, get you later. Bye for now.